Hello, it's Joyce, and if I get this video done in time and can get it uploaded, I'm just gonna make the midnight mark by getting the tracks listed today. I've had a very busy day. I did a Saturday Classics thing for BBC Radio 3 where I programmed a 2-hour playlist. That'll come to you in September. I had a fabulous, really interesting interview with BBC World that I think goes out on Monday. I'll post to it. And I just came home from a mind-blowing viewing of Metamorphosis from the Royal Opera House. If you ever have the chance to see this, Arthur Pita doing the choreography. He was our choreographer on Donna del Lago. And Edward Watson. I actually am having a hard time speaking because it was one of the most transformative things I've ever seen. The Metamorphosis, Royal Opera House. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the track listing. Okay, you guys are fabulous. I'm not going to lie. You have exceeded every expectation that I've had. And I had sort of in my head my own idea of a track list. And you met a lot of my expectations and threw in a couple surprises. And I love it. We've got the approval from the bigwigs at EMI Virgin. And we're ready to say it. But I want to give it a shout out again to a couple people that sort of went a little bit above and beyond. Although so many of you made really wonderful cases about pieces that you love and why you want to hear them and why they've been important to you. I'm going to ask you to tell me more about that as we go on a little bit later. But I've appreciated all the feedback. And a number of you exuberantly gave me sort of wish list arias, pieces that are not actually recorded yet, but I'm keeping track of those. You never know where they may show up on future recordings. Okay, a couple of you guys did some fabulous stuff. Oh gosh, where's another one? Wait, I'm missing a couple names, but I'm going to not get all the names, but you all know that I love you. Steele Fitzwater, you gave me running order for both CDs, timings, you have a fabulous workout for why to do it, it's amazing. Luke Potter, you did 30 tracks. Bess Moser did a whole CD. Daniel Coughlin, Miriam Heggie actually had a lot, but not all from EMI Virgin recording, but that's okay. Clara B., you got 3 unreleased tracks that I'm going to announce in a few minutes. You win that bracket. That's awesome. Richard Whittington gave me 19. Ellen Sitton a bunch. Yuri Coelho. Victor Emmanuel Abalada. Sarah Elbiser. And the winner of the best Facebook name, Geraldine Schmeraldine, gave me 10 tracks. But I just had to give you a shout out for a fabulous name. Okay, are you guys ready? I don't have any creative way to do this other than to just read them off. And I'll just give you a little bit of reason why, and then I'll print it out there. First disc is going to be basically Baroque, more or less, with a touch of Mozart thrown in. We're going to start with an unreleased track, Ombra mai fu. I recorded this while we were doing Ariodante with Il Complesso Barocco, and we had to get it down, and we knew that one day we'd find a place to actually release it. So finally, Ombra mai fu on recording, and that's the first track. And we have to follow that with Crude Furie, something a lot of you guys requested. We're going to Claudio Monteverdi's Addio Roma from the Lamenti disc, one of the most exhilarating hours of music making I've ever had. Nobody picked this, but I wanted to represent Ercole somehow, so I'm putting on Non saria pena la mia. Non saria da 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 da. Probably a lot of you guys don't know it. I think it's going to be a surprise. Morirò ma vendicata from my Furore disc. Some of you guys asked for My Strength is from the piece that was in Enchanted Island. That's in English, but this is the Italian version. My beloved Patrizia Ciofi, we're taking from Amor, gelosia, one of the very first recordings I did. We're taking Io t'abbraccio, Scherza, Infida. The hugely requested item is on that's the representation from Ariodante. Another recording that didn't get a lot of requests, but I really wanted to make sure something from every recording I've done showed up. Almost. We're taking Vanne, sorella, ingrata from Radamisto, one of the first complete operas I ever did. That's with Il Complesso Barocco. This was a surprise to me, sort of. I had another aria picked here, but we're going to take Madre, diletta from Drama Queens. Yeah, so many of you guys asked for it. I was thinking we might put Piangerò in as kind of a long, slow piece from Drama Queens. You wanted Madre diletta, we're giving it to you. We're also taking Col versar, barbaro, sangue from Drama Queens. Another big requested item, Where Shall I Fly, from my previous days. That's from Dejanira. Sposa son disprezzata, another hugely requested aria. Whew, that's a heartbreaker. Then we're going to just wrap up the little Baroque part with another quick little duet with Patrizia Ciofi, Addio mio caro bene, which naturally should be followed by Parto Parto. This was only an exclusive track before from my Diva Divo disc, and now it's going to be included for everybody on this one. And we're going to stay in the mezzo vein, and the Mozart vein, and I'm giving you Voi che sapete, kind of a classic, kind of had to be there. And another bonus track that was just never really released, but I really wanted to put it on here just for fun, to close out the first CD, Aprite Presto Aprite, where I sing Susanna and Cherubino. It's a minute. I had to put it on there. Okay, second disc. This is really exciting, and nobody guessed this track, but we're including it as a previously unreleased track. This was recorded for Diva Divo, but we had way too much material, so something had to go. This is Orphée by Gluck, Orphée et Eurydice. Amor vient rendre à mon âme. Oh my gosh, I love this one. Not many of you have heard it, so this is going to be a new track. Deutsche Grammophon was very lovely in giving us one little track too that I thought would be really fun to include because not everybody has heard it. We're going to include my Donna Elvira, Mi Tradit, from the full opera recording that I did with Yannick Nézet-Séguin, Mahler Chamber Orchestra. Another previously unreleased track. Finally, this is going to arrive for you guys. Una voce poco fa. I recorded this for the Isabel Colbrand disc, and there wasn't quite room, so we're finally releasing it. It's a few years old now. I can't remember how it went. I hope it's a good version. Let's hope. Another, sticking with a little bit more serious Rossini, we're going to Maometto Secondo and putting Giusto ciel in tal pariglio for that. Also staying then in the sort of prayerful mode. We did want to take something from Stabat Mater, and a number of you guys asked for the aria, but I thought it might be really fun to have my little friend Anna Netrebko join me, and we're putting the duet Qui est Domo on this, which is really exciting. Besides, it's good to have some duets on this, so you don't get really tired of my voice. It's good programming. Hugely requested item, Ascolta se Romeo t'uccise un figlio, from, this is Diva Divo, this is Romeo's aria. Pretty much by popular demand had to also include Tanti affetti. I'm giving you the running order, by the way. Tanti affetti. We're going to follow that with another piece from Diva Divo, La damnation de Faust, D'amour l'ardente flamme. This is a piece I hope to sing much more in the future. I love it. A number of you guys requested it as well. Cannot get away without including this one also, apparently. You people have spoken. Nacqui alla fanno, non più mesta. We're doing Cenerentola. And we are also including Sein wir wieder gut, Richard Strauss, because music is die heilige Kunst. Then this is a little bit of a surprise. What I love to see is how many of you requested something from Dead Man Walking. A lot of you requested the Journey aria, and I was this close to really putting it on there, and then I couldn't resist. Please forgive me, but you won't be sorry. There's a lovely duet in Act 2 that I sing with Frederica von Stade, and I thought I would love to have her on this disc. That's very special to me. So we're putting a piece on here from Dead Man Walking, but it's the You've Been So Good to Him and All of Us with Flicka, and it goes into a little arietta of me called Who Will Walk With Me? Jake Heggie's Dead Man Walking. That has to follow with the answer to Who Will Walk With Me? You'll Never Walk Alone, from the fabulous John Wilson, Rodgers and Hammerstein at the Movies disc. We're also taking Climb Every Mountain from that. Why not? It's a winner, and a bunch of you guys requested that as well. We're going to also, by popular demand, sneak in the finale of Dead Man Walking. I'm very excited about this. It's the a cappella finale, He Will Gather Us Around, which leads us into the final track, not an EMI recording, but the fabulous Kansas City Symphony has graciously and wonderfully given us permission to use Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And that will close out the disc. That is ReJOYCE. It's 10 years of my artistic voice going out onto CDs across the world, I guess. Oh my gosh, that's kind of wild. But I feel like this is a really great representation of my work, from Baroque to contemporary, happy, sad, legato, coloratura, male, female, playful, devastated. Pretty much sums up what these years have been. And it's a nearly impossible task to try and schedule or program all this, but you guys have been a big help in having your voice be heard, and I cannot thank you enough. That's the track listing. I'll come back to you tomorrow with the next phase, which is photos. And you all had better put out all the stops on this one. You've got to use your imagination, creativity. We got to get wild on this. You guys are the best. We're almost there. You're producing what I hope will be a fabulous, fabulous album. Okay. Oh, this is so long. Bye.